What's going on, guys? Bexio back, and today we got a brand new video back on Bitcoin because it just hit all-time highs. The price of Bitcoin has never been higher than it was yesterday, and we are already actually on the road to going back to that all-time high number again. But if you haven't already, make sure you smash that subscribe button because we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So if you like the content and want to get informed and stay in finance, make sure you smash that sub button. But Bitcoin looking very good right now. It is on its way back up to 68,000 where its all-time high was. We see this pump here in yesterday, massive pump up, and it continued going to 68,600, let's call it rounded up. And currently we are above where its previous all-time high was about like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago maybe. And we are currently above that. Very good. We could cement this as support. That would be very nice. We are going to be looking for a massive rally forward and up more because I think that people have been consolidating quite a bit during these days where we were not really moving that much in price. And then you see, you know, a big blast off in here. And now we are sitting at a point where we could easily continue moving forward and continue moving up. And it might be time to repeat something like this channel where we saw a really big run up into this all-time high here. Maybe we start this little run up here into the target of Plan B's $98,000 floor Bitcoin price. So maybe a six-figure Bitcoin this month, which would mean the price has to move a decent amount by the end of the month to reach that target. So if we're going to get there, the price has got to start moving. We started with a good candle here. This was what, 63K to 67, so $5,000 ish, a little bit more than that. $5,000 daily candles. That's going to get us to that goal pretty quickly. So one thing to keep in mind that I love talking about and reminding people that the biggest losers and the only losers in Bitcoin have been the bears. Everyone who said it's worthless, stay away from it, it's garbage, it's not going anywhere, it's not doing this, not doing that, and it continues to prove every single person wrong every single time. So this video is a quick little 2-minute video that just is a montage, very well done, of people who are trashing Bitcoin, who have now had to come into Bitcoin, like JP Morgan and people like that, Jamie Dimon, and people who are still sitting out just watching it run wild as they sit on the sideline.
And so I regard the whole business as antisocial, stupid, immoral.
In the case of Bitcoin, it doesn't have any income, it doesn't have any use, it doesn't have any utility.
Hit a new high today.
I could care less what Bitcoin trades for, how it trades, why it trades, who trades it. If you're stupid enough to buy it, you'll pay the price for it one day.
It's 9,000. Is it still rat poison?
Well, it's probably rat poison squared.
I'm never buying Bitcoin. Never.
Can you characterize everything that the Fed has done this past week as essentially flooding the system with money?
Yes, exactly.
You know, just a couple of days ago, somebody relatively prominent said Bitcoin is bigger than the internet, bigger than the Industrial Revolution. Serious.
I call it a Ponzi with no one in charge. But here's the thing.
Ponzi with no one in charge.
There's no Madoff, but it's working that way.
99.999% of the people that own Bitcoin are fucking morons. Retarded. Imbeciles. That's just it.
Ultimately, you should ignore it, or at least know that it's a Ponzi scheme.
Will Bitcoins be worth zero? They might, because they don't have any intrinsic value.
It's foolishness. It's a bubble. It's tulips. Look up tulip mania. It explains everything.
It's not an effective storehold of wealth. So it is a speculative vehicle, now highly speculative vehicle.
Well, that is. I actually don't. I don't own any of it. I just can't. I own no Bitcoin. I don't know what it is, though. But
for those who had assumed that it might turn into a currency, terribly sorry, but this is an asset and it's a highly speculative asset.
In fact, we at Visa won't process transactions that are cryptocurrency based.
First of all, making sure that our Visa cards are used to be able to purchase Bitcoin.
And it is the announced purpose of the supporters of cryptocurrency to take that power away from us.
La, 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 la. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.
So it's just a really good video, well put together, of everyone who has been against it and continue to be against it, and been proven wrong time and time again, proven that the bears are the only people who are constantly wrong and in the worst position in Bitcoin. So no matter where the price of Bitcoin is, no matter what's going on with it, there will always be people, and Peter Schiff is a great example of this, that he has never changed his opinion on Bitcoin. It has been terrible. It's going to zero since he knew about it when it was $1 and $100. He was not interested in it, and he's probably just very salty and upset that he didn't actually get in at those prices when people like Max Kaiser told him to, and now he's just wanting it to go to zero because he wasn't able to benefit. That's how a lot of bears work. If they couldn't have gotten in when someone like you told them, then they will celebrate the drawdowns, not knowing that, you know, if Bitcoin goes to 100K, comes back to 90, they'll tell you, wow, that was a bad move for Bitcoin, huh? Not realizing that it ran from 60 to 100 already, and that was a bunch of fun. But the hash rate continues to just amaze us and be a great predictor for Bitcoin. If this plays out how it is going right now, I will be mind blown at that how much this is like accurate leading indicator, because we saw the dip coming back to recovery and then a little slight dip, which is what we're seeing kind of right now, and then a blast off, and it's continuing to move up. So you see that part of it. This is where we might be in that, you know, dip coming back to where we were. A little bit of a tailed like downtrend here, like not a downtrend, but like a move down for a day, maybe 2 days, back up to, if it explodes up and follows the hash rate, this could be the easy 70K. Then you get into the like psychological levels and stuff of 70K, getting above that, and then even the psychological levels of 75,000, because that's another easy benchmark to 100K. You could get a lot of people jumping in at those prices because of the psychology behind it and everything. So if the hash rate follows it up and the price follows it to 70,000, I don't think it'd be unreasonable to see that it continues moving up. The hash rate has been just proven right time and time again, especially in this recent time. It's actually kind of crazy. And then obviously a quick look at the margin data on the leverage for Bitcoin. We see longs down, shorts down 21%. They collapsed back to levels where they were, you know, during the 60K levels here. Longs gotten really high again. We'll see how that plays out. But for the first time in a long time, you can see we have more shorts liquidated than longs by a long shot. This is Bitfinex, has 38 Bitcoin liquidated for shorts compared to 4.5 Bitcoin liquidated for longs. And then BitMEX has $125,000 in longs liquidated. This has 13.7 million, almost 14 million. So the shorts are getting wrecked right now. And that shows on the charts too. This is 14 days. So you can see all the way up until basically November 7th here. We just had longs. Longs are red, shorts are green. The longs have been getting liquidated so much more than the shorts were. And now it seems to have flipped. And we have shorts getting liquidated a lot more than longs. We'll see how long that holds up, but I think it might hold up for a while, especially if we hit these benchmarks 70K, 75K, and then psychologically running up to the floor of Plan B's model, which is 98,000. So there's just a lot of like psychological and mental aspects that are at play here. And if that happens, I think the price just runs rampant because people are going to play off the $98,000 floor model from Plan B. 75,000 is like almost 100K, 75% to 100K. So it's just something that people are going to probably play with a bit. And then to end this video off, this is what the total $3,200 of stimulus would be worth right now. $15,000 if you would have put it in Bitcoin when you got it. So that means the $1,200 one, if when you got it, you just put the whole thing in Bitcoin, would be worth $12,000. It'd be up almost over 900%. 10x. That is insane stuff. $600 would be worth $1,436, and then the $1,400 would be worth $1,670. All of them would be worth more than when you originally got them. Then combined, just 15 grand instead of 3,200. To put that in perspective, if you had only saved the 3,200 in a bank account and put it away and saved it, that $3,200 would now have the purchasing power of $3,027 because of inflation that happened. So just things to keep an eye on. Saving is not how you can make money or develop wealth. You cannot save your way to wealth. have to invest your way there. But that's going to do it for this video. Bitcoin made new all-time highs, continuing to go trail that if it follows the hash rate, which it has been to a T. It has been scary how much it's been following it. But if it continues to follow that, we should see another tick up run in price, maybe to 70,000. If you get to 75K, a lot of mental things at play there to get more people involved in the market. We'll see what happens. But as always, guys, remember to smash that like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And I'll see you guys in my next video.